Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss about decision making statements in Unix programming. Decision making statements. Decision making in Unix. While writing a shell script, there may be a situation when you need to adopt one path out of the given two paths. So you need to make use of conditional statements that allow your program to make correct decision and perform the right action. It is very important to use the conditional statements. Why we have to use the conditional statement? It allows our program to make the correct decision and performs the right action. Unix shell supports conditional statements which are used to perform different actions based on different conditions. We will now understand two decision making statements here. Those are if else statement, the case statement. First we'll discuss, in this session we are going to discuss about if else statement. If else statements are useful decision making statements which can be used to select an option from a given set of options. Unix shell supports following forms of if else statement. If else, else if. These three statements. General format of the if statement is if command then command fi. This command is executed and its exit status tested. If it is 0, if the command is 0, if it is 0, the commands that follow up to the fi are executed. If it is 0, the command will follow up the fi are executed. Otherwise, the commands that follow up the fi are skipped. If statement should always end with fi. If grep system name null, then echo system is a valid system name. If the grep returns an exit status of 0, which it will if it finds the is system in the system file names, the echo command is executed, otherwise it is skipped. The built-in command test is often used as the command following the if, either by explicitly calling test or using its mnemonic shortcut, the latter for which require a matching. For example, if grep system name and else clause can be added to the if to be continued if the if command returns non-zero exit status. In this case, the general format of the if becomes if command then commands else commands. If this condition is true, this commands will execute. If this condition is non-zero and if it is false, the else part is executed. If command returns an exit status of 0, the commands that follow up to the else are executed and the commands between the else and the fi are skipped. Otherwise, command returns non-zero exit status and the commands between then and the else are skipped. The commands between else and the fi are executed. Example, if this line, then I could not find the name, else the line. In the preceding example, if the line has 0 length, the echo command that displays the message I could not find the name is executed. Otherwise, the echo command that displays the value of line is executed. A final format of the if command is useful when more than a two-way decision has to be made. The general format is if command 1 then commands else if command 2, then this commands will execute. Else if up to command n, then this commands will execute. Else this command will execute. Command 1, 2, 3, so on to command n are evaluated in order until one of the command returns has exit status of 0, at which point the command that immediately follow the then are executed. If none of the commands return an exit status of 0, the commands listed after the else are executed. For example, if choice is equals to A, then add. If choice is equals to D, then delete. If choice is equals to L, then list. Else, bad choice. It has to check the condition if the choice is A. If the selected or the given choice is A, then it will add that to the already existing file command. If the choice is equals to D, it will delete. If the choice is equals to L, it will list. If the choice is not belongs here, then else part will execute, that is bad choice. So few examples, shell programs the example covers the if statement concepts are. First, we'll see one by one. Using if statement, the script to check file is readable. This clear will clear the screen. This is a printf statement. It is a printable statement, that is enter the file name. A read file, whatever the file name that we want to give, that will be readed here, and here it is going to check the condition if a read file, given file, whatever the file we have given, it is going to read it. Then if it is readable, it is going to check the condition is here. If it is readable, then echo the given file has a read access permission F5. The output is enter a file name. Suppose the file name we have given is program 1. If it is in a readable condition, the program 1 has read access permission. Second example is script to check ordinary file. Clear will clear the screen. Echo enter the file name. Read file. Read file. So file name we are going to give here. If f dollar file, what is the meaning of this one? It is going to check the condition that this is an ordinary, the given file is an ordinary file or not. It is going to check. If this condition trues, then echo file is an ordinary file. It declares that the file is an ordinary file. Close of the if statement. Output is enter the file name. It will ask first. We'll give one file name, read file. In the read file, it is going to accept the input. File is an ordinary file. The given file is an ordinary file. Next example, script to check the file existing file. Clear echo, enter the file name. We have to give the file name. If E is used to check the existing file to the whatever the file we have given, then echo file exist. If the file is exit, it is going to check whether the file is exist or not. It is going to display file exist. The output will be like this. Enter the file name for file exist. Script to check two strings are equal or not. Clear. First we'll initialize the variables. A is equals to A, B, C. This is one string, string 1, and B is equals to E, F, G. This is string 2. In the if statement, it is going to compare both the strings. That is $A is equals to $B. Then echo $A is equals to B, A is equal to B. Here it is not equals, that's why output will be nothing. The script to check whether the string length is not 0. Clear. Enter a string. In this script, in this example, we are going to check whether the string length is not 0. String length is not 0 or not. Enter a string. We'll give one string name here, and it is going to check length of the string. N is used to find the length of the string. N dollar given string A, then echo the given string length is not 0. See the output, enter the string. I have given Ashwini. Ashwini length is not 0. It is not 0. Next example, script to check file copied successfully or not. Clear, enter source and target file names. So for copying a file, whether we have to, if we want to check the file it is to be completed successfully or not, we need to give both the source file names and the target file names. So read source target. And how to check the copy of the file? CP command is used to check the copy. If copy is source and target, then echo file copied successfully. See the output. Enter source and target files names. SOUR is the source file name. TARG is the target file name. The source file is copied to target file successfully. So it will display the output as file copied successfully. This is about only if statement. Examples. Here we'll see if else statement examples. Script to check the year is leap year or not. What is the leap year? Which is the year which is modulo 4 is equals to 0. The year modulo 4 is equals to 0. Then that year will be considered as the leap year. So how can we write the script for this? Clear, echo, enter a year. Read year. We have to give the year here. If expression year percentage 4 is equals to 0. If the year divided by 4 is equals to 0 or year modulo 4 is equals to 0, then echo the given year is a leap year. If this condition is true, this echo statement will execute. If this condition is false, suppose for example year is not divided by 4, then else part will execute, that is else echo year is not a leap year. The output will be like this. Enter a year. We are going to enter some year 2008. 2008 is divided by 4. So 2008 is a leap year. Suppose we give 2009 which is not divided by 4, then the output will be 2009 is not a leap year. It will give. This is about this example. Next one, script to check the number is even or odd. Enter a number, read A. How can we check the number is even or not? When the number modulo 2 is equals to 0, when the number is divided by 2, then the number is even. If it is not divided by 2, or if the modulo of the number is not equals to 2, then we can tell that the number is odd. Clear, enter a number. We are going to enter a number here, and it is going to check the condition if expression the given number, whatever the number we have given here, that number divided by 2 is equals to 0. If this condition is true, then the number, whatever the given number, is even. If this expression is false, if the number is not divided by 0 or modulo 2 is not equals to 0, then else part will execute. Else part is number, whatever the given number is odd. For example, see the output. Enter a number, and number we are going to enter 5. The number 5 is odd. How? The number percentage 2 is not equals to 0. So else part statement will execute. Suppose example, if we give enter a number 8, 8 percentage 2 is equals to 0. Yes, condition true. Then the number 8 is a even. The output it will show number 8 is a even. Next example, the script to copy of source file to target file. Source file to copy file. Enter the source file and target files. Both the files we have to give. Then if copy source target, then file copied successfully. Else file to copy the file. If the file copies to the target file, it shows that file copied successfully. If it is not copied successfully, then the else part will execute, fail to copy the file. Next example is script to check two numbers are equal or not. Clear A is equals to B, A is equals to 10, B is equals to 20. We have initialized the value A is equals to 10, B is equals to 20. If A is not equal, this is the symbol, this is the operator that is used to check for not equals. If A is not equals to B, then A is not equals to B, that is the first number is not equals to the second number. Else, if it is false, if this condition is false, the first number is equal to second number. For example, the number they have given already, we don't need to give the input here. Number already given 10 and 20, it is going to check 10 is not equals to 20. Yes, 10 is not equals to 20, that is true. The condition is true. So this statement is going to execute. What is $A? That is 10. 10 is not equals to 20. 10 is not equals to 20, it will execute. Suppose for example, if both are 20, A is equals to 20, B is equals to 20, it is going to check here, 20 is not equals to 20, condition false, then this statement will execute. 20 is not equals to 20, 20 is equals to 20. This condition fails, so the output will be 20 is equals to 20. Next example, script to check the statement is true or false. We have to check that whether the statement is true or false. Initialize first, the values are initialized here. If the first number LT means less than. If first number is less than the 100 and second number is greater than 15. Then first number, then the output will be written true. Else, if this condition fails, it will return false. For example, they already given the values. We don't need to give the values. We have to check that values. 10 is less than or equals to 100. Yes, it is true. And if any one of the statement is false, then it is false. If both are true, then only this if condition statement will execute. Else statement will execute. 10 is less than or equals to 100. Yes, this condition is true. Next, 20. B is 20. 20 is greater than or equals to 15. Yes, this is also true. Then this statement is going to execute in the output. The output will be this. That is 10 is less than or equals to 100 and 20 is greater than or equals to 15, this returns true. Then the statement is true. Next example, script to check two strings are equal or not. Clear A, I think we have discussed this example. Next, script to check the file is executable or not. Enter a file name. File name we are going to enter here. If X is used to check the file is executable or not. R is for readable, W is for writable, X is for execute. X file name, given file name, then the file has execute permission, else file doesn't have execute for permission. For example, output will be like this. Enter a file name. The BCF file I am going to enter here. BCF file, it is going to check whether it is in a executable form or not by this X command. If it is executable command, this output will execute. That is, file has execute permission. If it is not a executable file, then file does not have execute permission will be the output. Next one, till now we have discussed about using of if, else, if and both if, else statements. Here we are going to discuss about if, else, if statement. Here multiple if, else, if statement will conditions will come, that is enter a file name, read file, if R file, then this is a script used to check the file. I told you R is for readable, W is for writable, X is for executable. If this condition true, then file has read access. Else if, ELIF means else if W file name, then file has write permission. Else if X is for execute, file has execute for permission. Else if F is used to check file is an ordinary file or not. If D is used to check whether the file is a directory. Else if D file, if it is a directory. Else if S is used to check the file size of the file size is 0 or not. Next, E is used for file exist, else file does not exist. So we have so many options here. Suppose the output will be enter a file name sample. First it is going to check all the conditions. It is not a readable file, it is not a writable file, it is not a executable file, it is not a ordinary file, it is not a directory. Is file is zero, is not a zero, and if all these statements are true, then file exit, else file does not exist. So here this sample file does not exist, that's why it is going to execute the else part. Next, this is an example to check the student grade. Enter percentage of a student, read percentage. Percentage we have to enter here. That percentage is going to compare in each and every if statement. If percentage, the given percentage is greater than 60, then first class. Else if percentage is greater than or equals to 50 and also the greater percentage is less than 60. If the percentage is in between 50 and 60, then it is second class. Else if percentage is greater than or equals to 40 and percentage is less than 50. If it is in between 40 and 50, then it is third class. Else fail. If the number is not greater than 60, or if the number is not between 50 to 60, if the number is not between the 40 to 50, then the remaining then the rest will be failure. So for example, enter the percentage of a student. If 69 is entered, 69 is greater than 60, that's why it is first class. If the percentage will be 55, then it is second class. If the percentage is 40, 41, then that is third class, else it is fail. So this is about this session. In this session we discussed about decision making statements, why the decision making statement is necessary in the Unix, if else statement, the general format of the if else statement, if else if statement, if else statement, else if statement, all the general formats and the examples for if statement, if else statement and if else if statement. Few examples. So this is about else if else statement decision making. Thank you.